into action. Mami na I want more chain no. Oye where?
Oh, mami no, your friend is Shalima.
Shalima.
Yes.
Ofi
Belgium.
Belgium. Oye Belgium.
Yes.
Okay.
Na
Oye Odin.
Oye Obia ye ye adoye wo mepe.
Okay.
Ena yishia no.
Okay.
Na Honorable Ablakwa one of the tents that we were building and bonfire that we had done. And ti ehona mishiano. Ti ehona na we connected.
Okay.
Nti obehu ye na yenene kasa ye na who say and so we are doing these kind of things. Charity. First, it was about charity and foundation.
Okay.
Then they realized that the foundation in Tiahono and Mayan and Kasai, but not what Tina Krumha for 3 years. No, yeah, Juma with GH1 as a presenter. We just met her 4 months ago, and then she joined us.
Oh, that's all.
Yeah.
Senya dia wona okofa ni fia broche bag.
No. Oh, Kruma dada. Otia for 3 years. No, yeah, Juma with GH1. Into we call up and down ba. Am I crowd before say ye bemana ye oye no. The reason why your man here spokesperson as the reporter no was that at that time no me say ya peg Ghana for say omun kasa. Obi asuro. Ya kofa obi no hu the mask ne pe na ya na watwe ne ho. To obi am pese obeba video so eyi nanim. Nti girl no pe and a volunteer say meye. And I also thought say it was a good thing because New Force is not a political registered entity. You know, we're just a movement. And we thought say a reporter who is representing as a spokesperson is nothing for people to worry about. But she stood up and said she would do it. And that's why. And I will forever stand by her for what she did because that was a demonstration of courage. Today, I want Ghanaians to understand that there's so many microphones I have. If they want to speak, if they want to support the movement, they should come. Okay. If you're ready to show your face, I'm ready to stand behind you.
I didn't know much, you know.
Well, this is something that I think I will leave the nation to look more into it because she was called to come to the immigration. And then we sent a lawyer to find out and also to represent her. But the lawyer said, she should come herself.
Okay.
So she went. I was in Nigeria at that time. You know, I'd gone to see Peter Obi because I was inviting them to Ghana. And so when I got back, I realized that she had been arrested. But there was no access to her because they moved her from the immigration to BNI. So that's when we got a little bit worried because immigration have their own metropolitan system.
That's right.
As the police, they can arrest you, they can take you to court and everything. So when it went to BNI, then we were a little bit worried. But of course, it's NIB. So we have to wait to see what the government is saying. Then we realized that we were not getting access. So we said, okay, let's wait for the 48 hours. It's the most time you can keep any human unless you're able to charge them. And then in the 48 hours, we realized that they took a loan to the court whilst the lawyer was in the BNI. So the lawyer had to get on Okada to quickly rush to the courts. And that was around 3 p.m.
Oh.
And then they were trying to force her to plead to something. Okay, and she said she wouldn't speak. So when the lawyer got there, the response was that the judge said, look...
Xavier Sosu?
No, at that time it was not Sosu.
Okay.
It was another lawyer, you know, called Jamal. And then the judge said that, okay, you have a bill. But we want to keep you to investigate something. So
you are on bail?
Yes, because there's no charge.
So the judge...
The judge, yes, that is the report from the lawyer.
Okay, so when you're bail?
Because there was no charge.
Said no.
Yes, but they want to keep her. And so they kept her for another 5 days. But this is where the kidnapping issue came in because the clothes were not delivered to her. She couldn't change herself. She was just away. Nobody could talk to her, nothing. And so they kept her. But the 6th day, I just decided to change the lawyer. I wanted to find a professional human rights lawyer because he had gone past a case of immigration.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. Exactly. And Xavier went in there, and by law, they knew that they had to release her because they were at fault. You know, so they released her straight away on bail and gave her 3 conditions to report 3 times in a week.
Conditions,
3 times in a week. something. About 3 of them, you know. She has to report 3 times to the immigration. She did all of that. But during that 1 week, so Sue asked for the document.
Men answer what camera for the doc.
Okay, and yeah, Mami Katri. Anti sa mre nuna no. So Sue ebisai say document na mo say or dear defrauded to get the visa no. Mumma yes document no because the visa na your passport no there authentic. It is from the immigration, so it's issued by Ghanaians. And then within that 4 to 5 days, the immigration and provided happy panel. Until the time came, say so court, which was the 7 days. We drew court no. And no na omo drop a case and we said there's no case charges against you. Until omo drop a case no. And na OPA no and na military, NIB and immigration.
Omo sa chain bi
Now omo chain no.
Again,
no, you wouldn't be him. And yes, be a man of fan in Tari and I say, or fan in Sika and Nabi. I'm within 8 hours, no, didn't share claim. Nobody didn't call Belgium. And she also do Belgium, no. Now, and some do baby. And we share happy person in my own say, almost see, oh, now Belgium kingdom, so my close Ghana for bank accounts or ho. And Tina quite to say, and Tokobi, yeah, mine any Belgium, and now my. Omodia ko girl no so what I say nti uhwehwema Google crowd we say through that no Ghana was blacklisted by EU and then normal be nti me free say senisia ebia omu treaty oba no the human rights violation no eyi ne ho kakra what I say na mom so the country have the right to arrest anybody who has forged documents.
Okay.
What you say? They have the right.
But now a forged documents.
There was no proof. That's what they asked. No, ma'am, but if they had
now overstay na.
They be say on what 3 years. Into what 3 years I don't ultimate na. When you Juma Krawa, I we TV. Yeah, we volunteer my one signing contract be a. Into one no owo kroma or surviving it. I think there is a question that rather the government should ask the immigration say how did they get this authentic visa? Okay, because omu bisa omu se mu fa paper ne mra no. Amba na nka omu paper ne so amenye sure se nka omu drop cases no. So what I say nka omu be continue. Nti asemu no mu no kra no no.